whatever makes that person listen to it a second time is what the hook is. Do you want to study hooks? Not just commercial jingles, but old-time commercial jingles. Look up Barry Manilow's commercial jingle portfolio. Holy shit. But corporate IDs.
Yeah.
Those 2 or 3, 4 note, study corporate IDs, corporate logos, stuff like that. Yeah. If you want a hook, how do you grab people in 2 seconds? Corporate ID, Intel. Everybody knows what Intel is because of those 4 notes.
Yeah. And there's an art to writing jingles as well. I mean, you and I started out, some of the first money we made in the music business was writing jingles for a car wash. And just like any other type of writing, you learn, you make your mistakes early. We made a lot of mistakes in my mind early. And from a marketing perspective of a song or a jingle or whatever it might be, if you notice, most of the commercials and jingles and everything you're hearing now, they are not singing the name of the company, or they're singing a related emotional experience or a cultural experience, and the name of the company gets attached to that. So when you hear it, you think of the company, but you don't have to sing State Farm. You don't do that.
Right.
You don't go McDonald's. You actually sing their slogan or whatever their marketing thing is, or sometimes it's just a musical ding, 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 and you know what it is.
Yeah, but back in those days too, you had the time too. Like you had to have the time because you had no choice. You had to sit through the commercial before the stuff started again. Today, you got to grab people because they can swipe, click, whatever, and you're gone. It's like writing commercial copy. You've got to get the message in 80 words or less. You have to. You can't add time to 30 seconds. How do you grab them in that first 5 seconds, get to the singing in 10 seconds, chorus in 20 seconds, and still call it art?
Right.
Can you do that?
It kind of comes back to asking that question, why am I writing? Who am I writing for? If you're writing to get on this list that we're looking at, 1944 to 2024, and you're hoping on 2025, your name appears up there and you've got a hit song. If that's your goal, you write a certain way. If your goal is to be an artist unencumbered by any barriers or rules and laws, there's nothing wrong with that. Make a 25-minute song that takes as long, and maybe there's only one chorus in the whole song, and you just flipping me off saying, no, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I agree that.
And that exists. That exists, right? Of course it does.
No, I'm a prog rock guy, right? So as I'm coming up through the music business, I went from, the rock 3.5 minute rock songs. And then some of my early success was working within prog rock. Now, some of those songs are 6-7 minutes long.
It's like it's like the glam metal and in the coming out of the Netherlands, over the last 10 or 15 years. Yeah.
So
it's fun. It's fun music, but it does not get to anything in any hurry.
Still, Dream Theater is one of the acts that changed the way I thought musically and changed what inspired me. It took me to a whole nother level. Now I'm writing epic songs and alternate time signatures, but I was writing to my audience. I knew my audience. I knew what they wanted to hear. They wanted things that were wacky for the sake of being wacky. They wanted songs that just went epic places, like you're watching some gothic movie. But you don't see any of those songs on this list. So we're talking about hit songs throughout the ages. There's kind of a formula there. You can break it a little bit, but you pretty much got to hook them in.
That's tricky.